Not a bad opening given the kind of cues we have. So the Nifty is down about 30 odd points, but still subdued. The Bank Nifty is down 150 points almost and exerting pressure on the market. And Sensex is down over 100 odd points. The space that's getting hit the hardest, and something you were mentioning earlier, is technology, Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Infosys. Remember, globally, the Nasdaq saw the most amount of pressure overnight, and there's a little bit of rub-off impact that you're seeing in our markets as well. Hindalco is the other big loser, down about 1%. HDFC Bank, SBI Life, Bajaj Finance, and a couple of other names that are following suit on the downside. Britannia as well is down about 0.3%. So, look at that stock too. On the upside, you have pharma stocks which are doing well, holding the fort today. Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Apollo Hospitals, Divis Labs are all trending in the green right now. LTIMindtree is up 0.6%. You have Coal India that's up 0.3%, and something like an Ultratech Cement and L&T are also trending in the green. So overall, it is a subdued start to trade, but yes, it's veering towards the red side. So the sell-on rally is something that, the market has sort of seen over the last many days. The trend is on the downside, and it's reflected today.
Well, that's right, Sonia. Let's focus on a few stocks on the broader markets. Vedanta Limited, that one's down closer on 3%. Problems at the promoter entity front, with regard to Moody's downgrading the rating on Vedanta Resources. Because the promoter's in a bit of an issue, that's why the pressure is being felt on Vedanta Limited, though valuation-wise, it's getting very, very attractive. Next up, Healthcare Global. We just had part of the promoter, that's Dr. Ajay Kumar, who joined us on the show. He said he's not aware with regard to CVC's plans, but reports indicate that CVC, the PE that got in 3 years or so ago, they could potentially be looking at a buyer. So because of that, that stock as well is up 3.5%. HLE Glasscoat, yesterday in the final minutes of trade, we saw close on 3.5% equity that got changed. The promoter entity was the seller, but DSP Microcap Fund, they bought that 3.5% odd. So the street seems to have liked that. Remember, the promoter entity deal happened at a discount of 10% in comparison to what the stock was trading at. It happened closer to around 505 odd, while the stock price was around 550 at that point of time. And finally, AB Capital, Jefferies, they have initiated a buy rating out there. Target price 215 rupees. A few factors that they're considering. They expect the profits to double in 3 years. They're expecting 29% EPS growth in the next few years. And the ROE is expected to move to around 16% odd. So that stock as well is moving up. Just one more stock on the downside. You have Suzlon. That one is seeing massive volumes in the initial few minutes. Dilip Shangvi and his associates have terminated the shareholder agreement. And also their board nominee, that's Mr. Hiten Timbadia, he has resigned as a director of the company. The company has gone on to clarify that there's no impact on operations on account of termination of agreement. But for the time being, the stock a little bit subdued, down 2.5%.
Well, so this is a decent open, I would say, given the global context. I mean, we're down 40 points on the Nifty, which is nothing, right? I mean, just 0.25% after overnight 1.5% cuts that we've seen. But this is just the start also. And we are opening around support levels. I mean, another 20 points. So 19,600, 605 to be precise, where supports come in. That is where exactly the market, the Nifty took support on Monday, the day before yesterday as well. So, we'll watch the open and how a trade progresses from here. Vedanta is down 4%. It's the largest volume traded loser coming up on your screen. And look at the volumes in that, about 2 million shares, 2.2 million shares straight off the bat on Vedanta right now. Bajaj Finance did well. Bajaj Finance is coming up with a small cut, but nothing large. Dixon is down about 1%. It's, again, nothing large. These are small cuts, but they've got volumes, so maybe things pick up here, so keep an eye. Zomato is down about 0.6 odd percent, and then there is Tata Steel, which is down about 0.75% as well. I have to point out that at least at open market breadth is still positive. You got about almost 1,100 stocks higher and just under 700 stocks which are lower right now. Now, a few names on the upside. The largest volume gainer is Cyient. Cyient is up 4%. Stocks at 1735. It'll come up on your screen. Apar Industries had a big move yesterday, 5%, and today again it's a 3% move, 59.80 on Apar Industries. There is Shreyas Shipping. Never seen this one right at the open coming up with volumes, but it is. Shreyas Shipping is at about 470. I think yesterday was a large mover. Today it's up 11% on the back of volumes. Over 500,000 shares on Shreyas Shipping. What else? There is Borosil Renewables, which is coming up with an 8.5% gain. Decent-sized volumes for this point in the day. Century Textiles is up about 3.5%. HLE Glass, of course, Nigel mentioned. There is Jupiter Wagons and a few others which are coming through as well. But this is the bulk of the big volume-led gains that we are able to pick up in the broader market space. So more as we go along. And usually in about 15-20 minutes or so, there's a fair bit more in the mix.